A case study, asset trace investigation, Azerbaijan to Glasgow, Scotland. Client background. A legal firm in Glasgow, Scotland, representing a client owed a significant sum of money, approached Bond Rees for assistance in conducting an international asset trace. The debtor, originally from Azerbaijan, had failed to repay a large business loan and had since relocated, making it difficult for the client to recover the funds. The legal team needed to identify any hidden assets the debtor may have acquired in Azerbaijan before proceeding with court action in Scotland. The investigation. Bond Rees began the asset trace investigation by reviewing all available information about the debtor, including business dealings, property holdings, and financial records provided by the client's legal team. The debtor had been involved in a number of international business ventures before fleeing to Azerbaijan, raising suspicion that he might be concealing valuable assets overseas. Local asset search in Azerbaijan. With the debtor's relocation confirmed, Bond Rees activated its investigative network in Azerbaijan. Our team in Baku, the capital, began an extensive search of property records, business registrations, and bank accounts. Using local contacts and access to government databases, our investigators uncovered several properties and business entities linked to the debtor, none of which had been disclosed during his dealings in the UK. Key findings. 1. Real estate holdings. Bond Rees identified that the debtor owned 2 luxury properties in Baku, including a high-value apartment in the city centre and a villa on the outskirts. Both properties had been purchased under shell companies, an attempt to conceal the ownership, but our investigators were able to connect these companies to the debtor using financial transaction records and proxy shareholders. 2. Bank accounts and investments. The debtor had also opened multiple bank accounts in Azerbaijan, where significant funds were held in foreign currencies. Our investigation revealed that the debtor had diversified his assets through investments in local businesses and high-interest savings accounts, further evidence of his attempts to safeguard his wealth. 3. Business ventures. In addition to real estate, the debtor had been actively involved in several local businesses, including an import-export firm and a construction company. These businesses, although operated under different names, were traced back to the debtor through a complex web of corporate filings and local partnerships. Bond Rees also uncovered that these businesses had generated substantial revenue, indicating the debtor's ongoing financial stability despite his debts in the UK. Digital forensics and online tracing. To complement the on-the-ground investigation, Bond Rees conducted a digital trace of the debtor's online activities and financial transactions. This led to the discovery of offshore accounts and international wire transfers that further indicated attempts to hide assets. By analyzing these digital footprints, we were able to map out the debtor's asset network and identify additional funds held in various accounts across different financial institutions. Legal preparation for court action. With all this evidence gathered, Bond Rees provided the client's legal team with a comprehensive report detailing the debtor's concealed assets in Azerbaijan. This report included property valuations, bank account information, business ownership documents, and evidence of financial transactions. Armed with this information, the legal team was able to take the necessary steps to freeze the debtor's assets and prepare for court proceedings in Glasgow. Outcome: thanks to Bond Rees's successful asset trace, the legal firm in Glasgow was able to present irrefutable evidence of the debtor's concealed wealth. This allowed the client to proceed with legal action to recover the owed funds, knowing that the debtor had the means to repay. The court issued a ruling to seize the identified assets in Azerbaijan, leading to a successful resolution of the case. Why Bond Rees? This case exemplifies Bond Rees's expertise in complex international asset tracing, particularly in challenging jurisdictions like Azerbaijan. Our ability to uncover hidden assets, whether through local investigations or digital forensics, ensures that no debtor can evade their financial obligations. Bond Rees works closely with legal teams to provide the evidence needed for successful court actions, helping clients recover what is rightfully theirs. Let me know if you'd like to explore another case study or need any revisions.